Hello everyone and welcome to another house building video on the Sims 3. And today we're gonna build a Spanish style home in the lovely island of Aluna Island made by the Sims3. This house took me a long time to build. It's not that magnificent, but it's really large, and I'm not used to building large houses in such a short amount of time, so I wanted to make sure it was nice and it was the way I wanted. So this house will be a three bedroom, yeah, three bedroom, and it will have a massive kitchen. I love the kitchen, that's my favorite part of the house. It will have lots of common areas and a lot of balconies that lead onto the exterior because from what I've learned from my experience with Spain, it's all about life outside, enjoying the sun, but also you need protection because the sun in Spain is really hot. And I decided to make a deck outside. It will be a quite beautiful view. You'll see in the not the screenshots, but the little thing I do at the end. So yes, it has been a while since I've done a video whatsoever because national exams kicked in and I had to study. So, you know, study comes first and then my hobby of YouTube. But it is okay. I don't mind. I don't mind, but I don't know if it does mind, if you mind. Or whatever. It was still fun to make this house. A little bit worky. And at the end, this house was really heavy for the computer. Because it took like 1 minute and a half to load. And this is a brand new computer. I can imagine with my old one, just a normal house would take 1-2 minutes. So if I try to open it in that other computer, it will probably take 10-15 minutes. Now the way I could get the exterior to blend with the interior was to have a lot of archways and a lot of inside balconies because that's typical from Spain. If you just look for Spanish style homes, you'll see somewhat of an arch somewhere, like a living outside. Yeah, and that's what I got it. The roof, I had lots of problems because I have straight walls, but then I have diagonal walls, and they did not work together much at all. And I'm still, in terms of roofs are not my best. And oh my gosh, the layout of the windows, it changed so many times. As you can see, I'm already changing it for a second time, and then I saw these blinds that are from these windows from World Adventures, and I was like, I have to have these because these are so Spanish. And then I have to change everything around the house, and then again, these freaking corner pieces, they are so annoying to work with, and I could never decide what to put. That was a funny accent. Okay, yeah, I do have an accent. Whatever. But at the end, this gave lots of light into the house, but not as much as I wanted to, because you know how the Sims work. Even though basically there's no wall in between the building and the outside, it's still considered a room, that little space, and light doesn't flow much, so I had to use debug lights and stick them up in the wall so it would make enough light. Now the kitchen, it took me a while because counters are really not my friend, and they did not want to cooperate with me. So I had to change the layout again, but it ended up being way more nicer than I anticipated. It actually is the biggest kitchen I've ever made. It's not that I'm ever gonna do. I mean, I do. I do intend to make a bigger kitchen somewhere in the future, but for now it is the biggest kitchen, and it looks amazing. I would personally love to have this kitchen. It's so cool. I love everything about it. The little the little chess room right next to the I wouldn't call it a greenhouse, but it's like a little niche within the kitchen. A little cozy space filled with plants. Oh, and I wasn't inspired in terms of curtains. The whole house goes with the same curtains, just white curtains, because they're the best. In the summer, they are fresh. They they block some of the light, still let light in. Yeah, it's the best. You don't need like black curtains or anything. They'll do the best. Now, I've seen people try to do this, and I was like, why can't they do it? They just can use move objects, but you can actually you cannot use move objects to intersect a fridge and an archway, which I was very sad about because it would look like the fridge was integrated in a wall, but it did not work, so I was really sad. And here you can see me doing exactly what I told you. I needed to put those lights from the debug mode so that the house would actually have light because those little terraces, they are considered a room and they do not pass much light at all. Well, the layout of the house is a little bit weird because you have to go through living spaces to get to living spaces. But overall, it's okay. You move from the entranceway to the it's to the left. No, it's to the right. To the right, you cross the dining room into the kitchen, and to the left you cross like a tea area to the living room that you can see here being built, and the other side of it is a little greenhouse, a little green space, with lots of plants. I went with a green vibe in the living room because I was feeling natureful. I was feeling the greens, so I made that beautiful green feature wall and that wall with birch trees. And I picked up these chairs. They're actually very cheap, but they look really nice when you make it an architecture. Now some privacy. Well, it's really hard to work with a room that has so many angles. And this is the little greenhouse space. By the way, how many bathrooms does it have? Well, it has two bathrooms on the main level, one in each side of the house, and then there's a bathroom for. Oh no, there's actually four bedrooms, yeah. And there's one bathroom for three bedrooms and another bathroom that's just the ensuite of the master bedroom. Oh, and the nice thing about this house is that the master bedroom is on one wing of the house. All the other bedrooms are on the other wing, so you get as much privacy as you may want. I don't know if you can hear it, but some of my neighbors are trying to cut a tree. Or maybe just drill a hole in a wall. I don't know why, but I can hear drills and power tools. Now, there's a lot of, I wouldn't call it dead, but it's the best word I can picture for it. There's a lot of dead space in this house because it is massive, it is, but most of the space is not really usable. Because, why? Because, think. I'm just really getting distracted by my neighbors. This is so annoying. I'm trying to film a video here. Well, you can see there's a wardrobe at the entrance because I don't have much furniture to use. And I imagined it as being like a little side table, just a place where you put your keys and maybe have some IRS papers in the drawers. But yeah. Oh, and here it's gonna change in a minute, but I remember my idea to have like it's basically like a wisteria or maybe bougainvillea. At the top, I will put bougainvilleas actually, but it's like a porch with real flowers. You can see those columns I used from World Adventures. They have little plants coming up to the top, and that gave me the idea to make a what's that called? I don't know, but just some structure to make a shade. But it would be even better if it was a natural shade. So I decided to put plants, and they look so good in the pictures at the end. It's like it does exist. Oh, it's a porch. I was thinking about it. It's a porch. Who doesn't know what a porch is? Maybe I'm just inventing the word, but I'm pretty sure that's what a porch is. But yeah, I don't know if you know what a wisteria is, but it's one of my favorite plants. They give the most beautiful flowers. I have a wisteria of my own, but it still hasn't bloomed. But my bougainvilleas have. Gosh, they're amazing. Oh, the thing is, when I'm building, when I record a building, I don't know what to narrate about because it goes so fast. I don't even have time to talk about it. But basically, I can give you the main ideas for the three bedrooms. One is a little girl's bedroom. The other one is for a boy. That's probably a gamer. That's why I made such a big setup. And the other one may be a guest bedroom because it doesn't have much personality at all. And, and you see, even the hallway is weird shaped. There's a lot of that space. Oh, but I did try to use the top floor. It can be like the play area for the kids on one side, and on the other side, it may be at least I've made it as a reading nook for mom and dad, so they can sit and watch their kids and make sure they don't fall off the stairs. And here is the main bedroom. It's a beautiful bed. I think it's from World Adventures, and and I'm looking forward to playing this house because this bed is like the best bed, and the Sims will love it. Oh, the actual main bedroom has a huge walk-in wardrobe, and it has a separate bath. It's like I have a wet room where you have a bath and a sink, and then you have his and hers ensuite where you have for each other a toilet and a separate shower. Oh, and ooh, now I'm making the vases, the containers. Yeah, it's probably the containers. This took so much time, but it looks so good. Because in The Sims, you don't have much to work with, so you have to invent. And this was one of my favorite inventions because it looks like you actually have a space for the plants. They just don't pop up anywhere. And yeah, I do have this in my house. I don't know what you would call it. Yeah, it's just a little wall where you like a raised bed, but made of bricks. And you have a hot tub. Even though it's scorching hot, maybe at night you will want to take a nice bath with someone special. Oh, and I did test this house with all of these pots in place, and circulation of Sims is fine. They can use everything. They do not get stuck because of the pots. It's fine. Yeah, my main inspiration for this house was to have a lot of nature. Just that. A lot of nature. Not fauna, but flora. A lot of flora around the house and inside too. Well, now that I look in retrospective, retrospective, I do a lot of fly around so I can check what I'm still missing to do. That's quite fun. Now, I was putting these, they didn't work, so I had to break it all. It's okay. The outside terraces are great. You have lots of places to sit in, and you have even a place to dry your clothes, your laundry. Even though most Americans don't get it, why Europeans hang their clothes outside, because most of them use dryer, but it's okay. At least I would use it, because that's how I dry my clothes. And now you saw me put all the bougainvilleas. And rock overload. That's how I. It's the only way to contain such a big mass of dirt. And the garden, it's not really a usable garden, but it's at least it looks good, I guess. And right now it doesn't, but just wait. It'll look a little bit nice at least. Yeah, it's not a usable garden, but at least it's nice to look at. And yeah, I think we're right on the last stretch, and now we'll see the main house being. Yeah, we're coming out of Aluna's lighthouse, and we just want to make a very grand surprise as you go through the corner. And now here it comes, and here it is. Spanish Green, a magnificent house right in the beach, in which all of nature surrounds you and coexists with you. And now you can fully appreciate what Mother Nature does to you. It gives you shade for your cars, it gives you fruit for your fridge, and the magnificent views it provides. This is one of my favorite parts, the terraces, right at water level. They have the most beautiful views. And yeah, the house does look a little bit weird because of all the archways, but that just makes it romantic for me, I guess. A little barbecue area, if you need a barbecue. Who wouldn't love to have a barbecue in the middle of the summer? Like part of it, it's a tradition. Now going through all of the amazing plants, and that's what I love about this computer. This computer just doesn't pop out plants because my old computer used to make them disappear sometimes. And that would be sad when I was trying to record a video. But it wouldn't keep the plants and they were very important. And yeah, like the inside terraces, they're a little bit unimaginative because I didn't know what to put in them, so I just put in a lot of couches. But it's okay. Now you can see the grand entrance is really grand, I guess. And going through the tea room, or I think it's the booze room, because you probably have some nice spiritual drinks in the bar and a little bit of wine at the back.
the living room for your whole family. It's all about living with your family. It's all about family life. And a nice fireplace, because even though it is quite warm in the summer, in winter here at the Iberian Peninsula, it gets chilly because of the Atlantic Ocean. Now going back to the wine room, we're going to the greenhouse. It's just a really lovely space, this greenhouse, and it has an amazing ocean view. I don't know how plants would actually deal with all the salt in the air, but I think they would cope good enough. If you brought in exotic plants from actual places near the ocean, they would be fine. Oh, but I think bougainvilleas deal really good with the salt, because you can see them all over the place near the ocean, in people's houses. Yeah. Now we have to go through the booze room and into one of the bathrooms. The bathrooms are on the main level are all underneath the stairs, but it's not like the real stairs. You can actually use them. You can see there all of the booze. I would totally have some design on there. It's just no. This is just a typical bathroom. Doesn't have anything special. It's just how do you call it? It's a powder room. Yeah, I think it's a powder room. What English people call it? We call them service bathrooms. The places where you just go to make your necessities and wash your hands. Now what the dining room. It's really lovely. You have also a fireplace and a TV, and you actually have like a little window to the kitchen. And I would imagine that the window actually open so you could like switch plates and food between the windows, and so you don't have to go through the door. Now this kitchen is amazing. I love the little table because I've seen it in a lot of places where the table has actually the stone benchwork space, like the stone bench top of the actual counters, and that looks really cute. The kitchen is massive, and it's fully functional. I've tried it. Every fridge works, and you can use the stove at your will. You can wash your dishes. It's fine, and they can eat in the counters, even though the textures are glitching all over the place. It's fully functional, and it has one of the most amazing views of Aluna Island. Just saying. And let's put a little chess room, chess. Oh, it's chess, where you can place chess. Like you can have your activities, you can have your hobbies, but that doesn't mean you cannot join Mama and just keep her company while she's cooking or Dad. I don't know. I don't judge. My father cooks a lot too, but normally when he goes to cook, he just says, "Everyone out of the kitchen." I don't know why, but it just doesn't. He likes to be alone at his zone when he's cooking. Yeah, going up to the second floor, the only upper floor, because even though it's a big house, Spanish homes, I don't usually see 3-story homes. Now I imagine this couple or this family would have traveled a lot, so that's why I put a lot of cultural things on the other wall. Because I imagine they go to a lot of exotic places and they bring a little piece of it to their home. Where would they put it? Probably in their bedroom. And here is the wet room I was talking about. It's just a place where you wash your hands and you have a beautiful tub next to it. beautiful jacuzzi. It's not a jacuzzi, but it has some jets. And the main bedroom, oh, it looks good. It looks a little bit classic, but it's okay. Oh, and that TV. The TV was actually funny because when I was putting the pots outside, I actually saw that the TV was poking outside, and it crossed the wall, and I didn't pick it up until then, and it was like 3 hours of work between the two moments. Now the outside doesn't have anything special inside, but the places in between the archways are my favorite places, where you have all the greenery surrounding you, and you have all of the lounge chairs where you can sit in. It's just a truly magnificent place. And actually, Bougainvilleas in The Sims 3 actually look really good and really accurate as to what they are in real life. Yeah, not the little Sims 4 poster. I wish I had Sims 4, but I don't care. It's okay. Now you see them. Even the hallway it's a weird shape and it's not really usable. I can only hang paintings on the walls. Well, yeah, the bathroom turned out a little bluish, but it's near the ocean, so why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you take inspiration from your surroundings? And now going into what I consider a guest bedroom. It's not too fancy, it's not horrible, but it's not the typical bedroom for a teenager. Yeah, I just see it being used as a guest bedroom. It's an awkward shape, and yeah, it's not really the best. But the good thing is all of the rooms, everything connects to the outside, and that's the main feature of this house. Magnificent views and the nature that floods in. Now going to my favorite bedroom. Not my favorite bedroom. I'm mistaken myself. But it looks so cool here. Even the place where you hang your clothes is like right inside a plant, so you don't actually see the post because the plants are covering. Well, this was a very little space to work with, but it works, and your kids will love it. Your Sims kids will love it. Your Sims little girls will love it. Boys, but I don't really. I'm not here to judge, okay? Now, my favorite bedroom is this one because it's blue, one of my favorite colors. It has a massive mirror side where you can check yourself before you wreck yourself. Where the hell did I get that? I don't know. The bed has a really nice pattern, and then you have the gamers corner. Now actually seeing it now makes me think I think I put some columns and extra kit. Now, even from the place where you hang your freaking clothes, the views are amazing. I'm talking about views, there goes like views. But yeah, the whole house is already showcased, but I just fell in love with it, and it's gonna be here for like another 3 minutes. Yeah, we're gonna be sitting here for 3 minutes, just looking at the views, the plants, the whole nature around this house. Because I said so. Because I thought that was a good idea. Just going for floors. Oh my gosh. I just love these terraces at water level. It would be dangerous in a real island, but who cares? It's The Sims. Because if there was a tsunami, it doesn't even have to be a tsunami, but just a storming someday, that would be flooded. Just a day where waves hit 2 meters. The whole place would be flooded. These terraces. Now, I love a good barbecue, but thinking of Portuguese tradition, I know that they will use it to grill sardines, and I actually do not like sardines. Is it a golden bass or sea bass? One of those I like. It's so cute. This little porch area for your car. I think it's so cute. And you can actually use it and not use it at the same time because the sim doesn't allow for cars to drive into lots like the Sims 2 used to. But what I'm saying is you can walk around the cars. I cannot stress enough how cool this house is. It took a long time, but I'm very proud of it. And now we're finally going away from Aluna Island. And you can actually see most of my houses in the distance. For instance, I saw Bachelor, Bachelor Pad, and the Family's Townhouse. And right now I'll take this time to thank you all for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. Links will be in the description below. And have a nice week. Bye bye everyone.